Within the Bedwars community, there are many figures who've gained a status as hated or disliked creators, whether it be for hacking or the things they've said. But no creator has quite the reputation as YouTuber Zervz, who's been in and out of drama up until recently. In this video, I'll be documenting his past on YouTube and sitting down with the man himself to get his perspective. This is the story of Zervz.
This guy's been talking about how female creators have it way easier in this community, and he's just being purely misogynistic in this entire video.
Yeah, people are attacking you because your take is a bad take, and you're invalidating the work, effort, and channels of so many girls out there because you're jealous or sad or whatever. I don't know what you are, but you're wrong.
Zerz, you're a bad person. Please delete your YouTube account. I don't think you deserve a platform.
At least they gained their subs legit. I can't say the same about you though, considering the fact that you literally use YT pals and sub pals. He pays for subs, he pays for subs, he pays for views.
On January 29, 2021, legend within the Hypixel Duels community Trash Client uploaded a video titled Zervz Exposed. He proceeded to show several examples of Zervz cheating in game and then duels him and pretends to be playing casually, when in reality his goal was to confront Zervz about his hacking. At the end of the video, Trash Client directly confronts Zervz, who gives a short answer and proceeds to quickly leave the call.
I think we both know you're cheating, man. Would you like to admit what client? You're pretty fucking obvious, considering I have the highest bridge win streak.
This little video would receive over 30,000 views and be the catalyst for bringing Zervz into the public's eye. Most people at the time had never heard of Zervz, meaning that a wave of angry commenters began swarming all of his content. To counteract this, Zervz uploaded a 15-minute response video in which he attempts to counter Trash Client's claims against him. This video is now unavailable. Things weren't looking good for Zervz. Being exposed by one of the most prolific and well-respected duels players of all time, Zervz was becoming a well-known cheater within the Bedwars and Bridge community. Solo commentators from all over the community began making videos and denouncing Zervz as a bad content creator. Additionally, other channels began digging and finding evidence that pointed to him subbotting, viewbotting, and distributing cracked and hacked clients with viruses. Could things get any worse for Zervz? On January 30th, Zervz uploaded a solo Bedwars commentary titled "E-Girls Have It Way Too Easy in This Community." In this video, he says that female content creators experience rapid growth and success solely due to the fact of their gender. This, of course, caused the community to explode with outrage. Popular YouTubers like Strobe, Specular Potato, Asian Persuasion, and Baby Glory made commentary videos about how bad this take was, and the community agreed. Everyone, and I mean literally everyone, was talking about this video. Your grandma probably made a commentary video about Zervz. For a while, Zervz was probably the most talked about thing in the entire Bedwars community. Of course, this had major effects on Zervz's channel. If there weren't people coming to his channel before, they definitely were now. Thousands of people flooded to his notorious commentary video to dislike, argue, and just clown around in general. Zervz proceeded to make another apology, which, just like the previous one, is currently unavailable. And I'll explain why later. Anyways, Zervz was probably in one of the worst positions possible for a YouTuber, being universally hated by the entire community, and with all the massive content creators making videos on you, and their massive fan bases coming from their videos to clown yours directly. From most people's perspectives, Zervz's channel was as good as dead. With public opinion so far out of his favor, how would he ever be able to continue his YouTube career? After all the backlash and hate towards his channel, Zervz decided to delete every single video that he had uploaded previously to his channel. Using Social Blade, we can see that he lost 92,000 views on March 3rd, 2021. This was the date he removed his entire backlog of content. Following this mass delete of videos, Zervz began rebranding, changing his YouTube name, his profile picture, his banner, and even his Twitter. In a way, this rebranding was meant to be a way for Zervz to move on from his past drama and conflicts. Zervz then began grinding videos, uploading pretty much daily. The overall community reaction to this was, well, it's mixed. Some people were welcoming to this rebranding, believing that Zervz had truly learned from his mistakes and become a better person. Others, however, were skeptical, and rightly so. A lot of people were unsure of how long Zervz's good behavior on the platform would keep up, and if he had actually changed for the better. Before I interviewed Zervz, I had assumed he had learned his lesson about the cheating and hacking, as it had been a major part of the drama he'd faced before. Unfortunately, I was very wrong, as one of my commenters informed me that he was auto-clicking in his Skywars video. What confused me the most is that in some aspects, he seemed to somewhat move on from the drama, but then he repeats the exact same things that got him exposed before. At this point in time, Zervz's channel and career are in a really strange place. While he does have a somewhat loyal fanbase and following, even after the major drama he's experienced, he continues to tarnish what little reputation he has been able to rebuild over time. I think that Zervz can move on from all the drama, but he needs to start actively taking steps to improve in these areas. Time for the interview. Just a heads up before the interview, I was unaware that he was auto-clicking in his new Skywars video, and I was under the impression that he had actually moved on and kind of like changed as a person. I would have definitely asked him about it if I knew about it, but unfortunately I didn't. Also, this part is not edited at all, so if you get bored, just click off. Yeah, so I hope you enjoy. Yeah, I'll see ya. Peace. So anyways, my first question is I guess do you think people's assumption about you within the community, because at this point, people aren't exactly the biggest fan of you. Do you think they're unfairly assuming that you always have bad intentions, or that you haven't learned from your mistakes? Do you think that a lot of the criticism you get nowadays is unfair because you've moved on somewhat,
Alright, well, about that. So, personally, what I would say is that, the criticism or the hate that I'm getting, right now really doesn't really make sense, because I obviously did apologize, and, I own up to basically the stuff that I did back then, and that's why I'm obviously starting over and stuff like that. So, the hate that I'm, still getting for stuff that, don't really make sense, to be honest, I really don't understand it fully, but honestly, at the end of the day, it's what people want to do in their decision on me. I've said multiple times in the moving on video, I said, if you still want to hate me, go ahead. But I don't really understand why I'm still getting hate, but, it's whatever, though.
Yeah, I even saw in your ranked Bedwars video, people are just they're just this video sucks for no reason. I like the video.
Yeah, I don't understand. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just I think, I don't know, people just drama.
They're just
stuff like that.
Hating, I feel like they're just hating just because they're just hating because I got exposed and that stuff.
Yeah. It's very easy to pile onto someone who is already gone through a lot.
Yeah.
I guess my second question is, what's the plan for the future with your content and stuff?
So the future of my channel, as I'm obviously upcoming 3,000 subs, the future of my channel, I would just say that I'm just planning on uploading a lot more proper videos, more professional videos, edited videos, smoother videos, and videos that I'm hoping will do pretty good on my channel. And that's basically the future of my channel, basically, just to upload Bedwars videos and really, really good videos than I uploaded before.
What was I thinking? Yeah. So I guess maybe we can just go through some of the general, basically your past, if you mind going, talking about that. Okay. So let's see. So okay, so I want to talk about your name change and your kind of rebrand. What was the goal or intention behind that? Because I feel some people naturally have this assumption that you're kind of running, kind of pulling an It's Vonnie. Yeah. But I don't think you are, though, because when you search your old name, you still come up. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, I've said also in the moving on video that I'm not trying to run away from I'm just not trying to run away from my hate, of course, or trying to run away from basically I'm just not trying to run away from anything. And I basically changed my name because I wanted to start over and I'm just moving on from my Zerz name as it really got flustered of hate. Even though I was getting pretty good views, that really doesn't matter because the views were just basically haters at the end of the day. So, it was a really good decision of me basically moving on and changing my name as a whole and changing my whole channel.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, so essentially, you've moved on from the previous drama that you experienced, right? Like you haven't hacked or done anything like you haven't hacked at all recently, right?
Yeah, no.
Yeah. What was I thinking? Okay, so your previous responses to the drama and stuff like that, after Trash made his video, it was you made a 50-minute thing, right? I remember when that came out.
Yeah.
I skipped through it a bit, but then I'm gonna be honest with you, I got bored. But to people who say I don't know, you're not legit and stuff like that, what would you respond with now?
So if people are thinking of hacking, honestly, that's their decision. I've proved myself in many ways. I've used reach display mod. I've already used CPS. I've already basically did everything in my power to basically prove that I'm not cheating. So if people want to think I'm cheating, that's honestly up to them. And, I can't really control their emotions about me or what they want to talk about me, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you think that other YouTubers are perpetuating the hate on you by kind of elevating it and just continually talking about it? Because what's it called? Even as Shay was leaving the community, he still kind of he mentioned you in a comment on Asian Persuasion. That's so cracked. As the most hated person in the community at the time, name dropping you and saying that you suck. That's kind of I don't know. And there's just kind of a general idea of somewhat bandwagony culture. Everyone was talking about you. People with 30 subs to 30,000 were especially after that one Solocom video that kind of snowballed.
Yeah.
So do you think that YouTubers really had a hand in I don't know, perpetuating this idea that you're kind of I don't know, the status that you have currently?
Honestly, I really don't know. I haven't really heard my name be talked on Twitter in a while, from big YouTubers compared to when I first got it. Yeah, when I first got exposed, I was going, for example, so my first reaction, when I got exposed, I didn't even know why I was getting mad views and mad comments, because I literally, I used to always get 200 views every video, so I was so confused why I was getting so many views and comments, and then I look at the comments, it's mad hate comments, and then people are saying that Trash exposed me. So when I first saw Trash Client's video, I was whoa, because I was just kind of shocked because I've never been, exposed by someone who's pretty big. So it's kind of everything was just a shocking moment in the time it happened. Then I made a commentary which made me even get more hate, and then it escalated from there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair. Let's see. So I guess, is there anything you want to say as your perspective? Because I think that often within the community, it's kind of just it's very one-sided, the hate towards you, and I mean, sure, you have your response videos, but generally it's a lot from the other side, and we really don't get to see your perspective. So what was the thought process behind that video in question, the e-girls video, if you will? I mean, I know, I'm pretty sure your intentions were definitely didn't mean to what's it called? I don't know. Your intentions weren't to hate on this extremely large group of the community as a whole. But what can you explain kind of the thought process behind it, and maybe
okay, yeah. So the e-girls video, how that even happened? So basically one of basically we were just going on YouTube and just type in solo Bedwars commentary, and we just saw loads of girls who were obviously just randomly blown up. They would have 50 subs, and then they're getting 1,000 views every video basically, and they're just randomly blowing up. So, and then we saw a YouTuber that I'm subscribed to, who's obviously a girl, also just went from a low sub amount to just blowing up. So that's basically my thought process of the whole video. I basically made that video because many were basically saying I should make that video. and my thought like weren't really good enough because I didn't realize what I was getting myself into if I were to make that video.
Yeah.
Like the funniest part is that like even someone before the video blew up, someone even said that the video is like a really controversial. I don't know how to say the word.
Controversial.
Yeah, controversial topic. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
So.
I think in essence it's an issue with like the solo like Bedwars commentary community in general, because you just need topics to talk about like every day.
Yeah.
So like you just come up with anything at that point and just like throwing like stuff at the wall, and so like maybe you just like say stuff that you might not even mean because like you're playing the game and trying to commentate at the same time. I mean, like
Yeah.
I understand what you're saying, because there's like so many solo commentary like female and male creators that will just like blow up out of nowhere just because the genre in general is just so popular. But I just think I mean, what's said is said, and I think you've apologized for it many times, and like it's like I think there was no genuine like actual hate towards those people in the community with that video. I just think it was like it just poorly worded and a bad situation,
Yeah.
Anyways, so like, are there any like other things that you've tried to do to like move on and like separate you from like the past genres, or like what can we like expect like for you to do in the future to like I guess further like show that you've learned? Because like I see a lot of comments on your YouTube videos that are like, wow, this is actually like really good content and really good stuff. I wonder if he's gonna keep this up,
Yeah. So basically back then when I was getting exposed by like smaller YouTubers, I would usually just basically make a video reacting to their video and then I'd move on, even though I still had the hate. Like basically I was still getting hated.
Yeah.
But I'll basically just make a reactive video, then just move on and upload more content and just keep going along the line. And then obviously I got exposed by Trash, which was a really huge YouTuber, of course. So of course I would get a lot more hate.
Mm-hmm.
So when that happened, I made that video reacting to it basically, and then I thought it was going to be the same thing like smaller YouTubers, which it wasn't at all. But I basically made that reaction video, and then I continued on and just got flustered with hate. So basically ever since like now I've properly moved on and actually like thought of what I'm actually gonna now do on my channel, it's honestly been a bit better because I've been getting a lot more support, other than there's still some people disliking my videos, but either way, like I've been getting a lot more support though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What was I thinking? So I mean, going back to the Trash client like thing, so in the video like you play like duels against him, right? And then like he like what's it called? He like talks to you at the end, and then you like leave like early or something. Like what? Can you kind of explain like what that was about? Because like from the way like the videos portrayed it, it looks like he confronts you about the hacking and then you just dip. I don't know if that's accurate.
So basically, I didn't even know who Trash Client was at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't even, in that whole voice call, I didn't even know. I thought this was just like a random person messaging me saying, they want to duel me or whatever. So I said, sure. So I didn't even know he was at the time. I didn't even know he was recording.
I mean,
I got assumptions that he was recording because he said he was setting up something. But other than that, yeah.
Yeah, because if you knew it was Trash, like, you probably wouldn't have bridge dueled him, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, what happened, like, at the end, though? Like,
so at the end, basically, he started saying that I was cheating, and before I got into a call with him, I was in another call. So the reason I was so rushed to go out of that call is because I wanted to go back into the other call with my friends, because I thought this was just a hater basically just saying that I'm cheating, and it's just like just them complaining, saying how I'm cheating. So I didn't want to be in a call with someone who's just going to keep coping about me cheating. So that's why I left so fast.
Wait, but didn't you play like multiple games with Trash though? Like, wasn't it already identified that you didn't have anything going on, or like were they like calling you back to the call?
No, basically when I was playing the duels with Trash, we were in the call. Me and him was just basically.
Oh yeah. My bad.
And at the end, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, I guess like my last question would be, do you have like anything else to say to like the broader community as a whole? Because like, I mean, even though I don't think like you want to move on from this, at least on your channel, and like not really talk about the past anymore, but I mean, this could be like potentially a platform for you to like, I don't know, just say anything to to the haters or your fans or just the general like Bedwars community as a whole, if there's anything you want to say.
So I would say this: ever since I moved on, I've been getting a lot of subs. That's how I'm almost at 3,000. And a lot of people are basically saying that like all my fans are basically alt accounts that I, which is so like weird because no one has that many alt accounts on Google. So, but that's just kind of bizarre. But
yeah,
something I would say is that like honestly, like people have opinions on someone, and like they can think of me however they want to think. All I know is that like I'm gonna keep pushing out content and basically just keep going.
Yeah, stay on that grind. Yeah, because not gonna lie, the quality and the consistency that you're putting out is kind of cracked. Like, how many videos are you uploading a week? Like, it's like
I upload basically like every day.
yeah, like daily essentially. It's cracked. So I definitely see the effort there, and like, yeah, I mean, I can definitely see you're on the grind, and like, I mean, I hope you like continue on this like this path because you've definitely. I feel like there's not really any YouTuber who's had like your experience who's really like come back from it. Like, I don't know. I guess yours is like a different case, but generally YouTubers who are like quote unquote canceled or like get like big commentary videos on them, like they kind of just die out, and they don't really keep pushing it. But I think you've actually like you've cultivated like a like loyal fan base who has like I guess seen your growth and seen your change, which is like pretty unique compared to most people who deal with drama. So I definitely say you have like a lot of like resilience in that regard. And yeah, I mean like I thank you for even like coming on this interview because like most people would not want to like I don't know. I kind of just sat here and just like called you a cheater for like 15 minutes and you answered the questions good. So I appreciate your effort and like, I don't know, seem very upfront. So thank you for coming on.
Yeah, no problem.